Hey everyone, and welcome to the All Elite Zone podcast on YouTube and Twitch and a bunch of other streaming devices. We're here for the AEW Rampage live reaction, but before the Rampage live reaction, we have a special guest. AEW referee Bryce Remsburg is here. You guys have probably seen him referee a whole lot of matches on AEW, and probably some of the most famous matches in AEW. So, I guess we're just gonna go in order from me, Chris. Yeah. So my first question is, how did you get into becoming a wrestling referee?
Well, I am hopelessly unathletic. I'm 5'5". I played my mandated two innings of Little League baseball. I was like, maybe wrestling's not for me. And I also was scared of getting hurt, to be honest. So I realized that if I became a referee, I could be in the ring. I could have great seats. I could, I wouldn't have to pay to go see wrestling anymore, hypothetically. And a school opened when I was 19 called the Chikara Wrestle Factory in Allentown, Pennsylvania. I went to college in Philadelphia at Temple University, and I went and trained, and I got a good vibe off the place. I signed up, and I trained for about 4 months, and then I refereed my first match in September of 2002, and I did about 16 or 17 years on the indies, and then the AEW came along and fell from the sky, and I'm very, very happy. I quit my day job, and I have the coolest job in the entire world. So I'm right place, right time. Very lucky, very happy to be here. I used to, when the Young Bucks were on the indies, they used to come fly to Pennsylvania for Chikara, and I used to pick them up at the airport, take them to Wawa, check them to their hotels, show them around. And I guess when, AEW opened, they remembered me, and they, thought I wasn't a total zilch, and offered me a chance. And I did a Double or Nothing 19 in Las Vegas, and then eventually got signed. And I just, as of May 1st, my contract rolls over to its 4th year. So I'm excited to be with AEW for many, 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 many years to come, because I do not want to go back to pharmaceutical advertising. I'll be honest with you guys.
Oh, that's so cool. I'm a nurse. I know so many drug reps.
Yeah, it doesn't always feel great. Not the best feeling job in the world. I was a proofreader for pharmaceutical advertising. I sat at a cubicle, and I liked people I worked with. It wasn't bad, but I was really excited to peace out and say, I'm going to go join the circus. And they're like, what? And my accountant and our financial advisor are very confused every time I tell them I'm a professional wrestling referee. That blows their mind. But I have the paperwork to prove it. It's legit. Where in the world are all you folks at?
I'm from Olive Branch, Mississippi. About 15 minutes from Memphis, Tennessee.
Home of Marco Stunt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. How do y'all know each other? Sorry.
Oh, I'm up here in Connecticut.
Oh, okay, great. Awesome. Do you come to our Boston shows?
I have not yet. Me and my husband have been working on making it up there, but we have 3 kids at home, so.
How old are your kids? If you don't mind me asking, how old are your kids?
Oh, God. It's going to age me, but I have a 15-year-old, an 11-year-old, and a 6-year-old.
Judgment-free zone. I have a 6-year-old and a 1-year-old. I just put them both to bed.
Oh, yeah, but I think you might have something around right now.
My wife is out with her friends tonight. It's Friday, and I am being super dad, so I put them to bed. Now I'm talking about wrestling, and tomorrow morning we got a T-ball game. It's all happening. It's going to be great.
Softball all day tomorrow.
Yep.
Play.
Got a doubleheader tomorrow. There's only 3 teams in his T-ball league, so every other Saturday they take turns playing 2 games. So we got a 9 o'clock and a 10:30. So can't stay up too late after Rampage night,
I know 7 a.m. swimming too. So.
And I'm from the great state of Texas.
Oh, what part?
I'm living in Central Texas, Waco, not too far from Dallas.
Okay, yeah. I feel like I've been to Texas since AEW started 20 times, probably. Probably not that many, but it feels like it.
I am from Oxford, Mississippi. It's a small town, and it's also next to, and it's also 1 hour away from where Connor is.
Oh, awesome. How do you all know each other?
Well, Chris, I met him off of Facebook.
Nice.
I think. And then I have my own YouTube channel, AEW Fan Guy, and that's how I met Mr. Jacobs.
Oh, cool.
And then as the podcast progressed, that's how I got to know Carly.
I got recruited in.
Nice. Welcome. Well, that's awesome. It's exciting that in some shape or form AEW brought you all together.
Indeed.
Yeah.
For sure.
And thanks for the recommendation of Darby Allin, because I do have a Darby Allin haircut.
Oh, nice. Yes, it's very cool. Very cool. I find myself doing a lot, refereeing a lot of Darby's matches. I think it might be because I am the shortest referee of the bunch, and I make him look tall, perhaps. But it's never a dull moment when you're refereeing a Darby Allin match.
I don't doubt that.
Keeps me on my toes.
The more I watch Darby, the more my stomach drops, and I'm just like, oh God.
Yeah, some of that stuff looks even grosser up close. I'm here to tell you. I don't know how he walks away sometimes.
Yeah. I guess it's my turn to ask a question, Connor.
Awesome.
Am I right?
Let's do it.
Yeah, we're going in order.
Okay. Well, Bryce Renberg, my question to you is, well, I remember watching Ruby Soho's debut in AEW, and when I saw you and her, well, I mean, are you? I'm not trying to be personal, but are you guys friends or?
We're very good friends. Now, I think I when she started training in maybe 2007 or 8, I might have refereed her third or fourth match. She was training out in Indiana and came out to Pennsylvania, and I know her trainer, and she knows my trainer, and we go way, way, way back. And she wrestled for Chikara, the promotion I worked for in the Indies for a long time. And then she got signed. I was so proud of her, and I was kind of like, well, I guess, good for my friend. I guess I'm not going to see her much anymore. And then I helped put her in contact with Cody Rhodes to help get her foot in the door. Not that anyone needed to go to bat for her, because she's awesome. Everybody knew that. And when she won, I was great to see her, and she was nervous, and we had to sneak her in the building and everything, which was very exciting. And after she won and I got in the ring, she didn't know it was going to be me, I think. And she was already emotional, and she saw me, and we just had this very real moment between friends, because I've known her for 12 or 13 years, and I've always been a fan of hers, and I'm so proud of her, and I've always looked up to her and admired her and everything she does. And it was just a great moment. And it was in the Rampage opening for a while, which is kind of cool. My son thought that was really neat. Yeah. So no, it was just a lovely moment, and I will happily talk about Ruby Soho for the rest of my life, because I'm a big fan of hers. I don't think we've quite even scratched the surface of what she has to offer.
Now that's a destination unknown right there.
There it is. That's true fact.
I did read in an article that you and Paul Turner also travel, do the travel.
That's true.
Do you guys do that?
I'm the travel manager, and Paul works in the travel department. Yeah, it's true.
Is that
I've learned a lot about
now that you have such an extensive roster?
Yeah. No, we have a third helper that is not a referee. She lives in Los Angeles. Her name is Emily. So once they grew, I was like, we might need a little depth in department. We have some drivers that work under us, and we have I've learned a lot about private jets and car service, and we book all the hotels for everyone. That's something that AEW offers that WWE does not. WWE guys book their own hotel rooms. We book the hotel for them. We book buses to get everyone from the hotel to the arena. We reimburse all the Ubers and Lyfts and taxis from the airport to the hotel and everything. So it is not a simple, small job, but it takes a village. We get it done together, and luckily, pretty much everybody's really, really super cool, and it's given me a unique perspective to get to know Chris Jericho and Sting and CM Punk, because I do all their travel. So, to have, get to talk to them on the phone once in a while and check in with them. And, it's a business conversation, but, it's, when my phone rings and it says Sting on it, it's still pretty cool. I'm going to be honest.
That's really cool.
Yeah. And like I said, everyone's really cool and understanding. And, when they have a problem, we try to fix it, and they're respectful of our time and cool with us. And it's there are definitely stressful moments. It's not all, rainbows and butterflies and unicorns, but by and large, everyone's super cool, and it's a very cool experience. I have 2 contracts. I have an office job contract and a referee contract. So,
wow.
I'm very, 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 very lucky.
Wow.
I've learned how to navigate private jets and why they take off and how they go and all this stuff. It's stuff I never thought would be in my life 3 years ago. I know all the hotel chains and all the airport codes in the United States. It's this weird knowledge. I gave up pharmaceutical advertising to tell you that, Grand Rapids airport code is GRR.
And I think one thing that a lot of us want to know is the atmosphere backstage, the environment backstage. It seems like it would be a pretty relaxed, backstage, and it's not as busy or hustle and bustle as like the WWE would be. Can you
Well,
tell us like your experiences backstage, and the environment
sure.
back there?
Well, I personally have never worked for WWE, so I can't compare to that. But by and large, it's pretty chill. I think once it gets to be showtime and it gets close to 8 o'clock on a Wednesday, things get a little, people get in the zone.
Mhm.
They're warming up, getting ready for their matches, and that people all prepare and get intense in their own ways. But no one's a real jerk. Everybody pretty much keeps themselves. Some people are quieter than others, and that's okay. I don't think Darby Allin's going to start reciting poetry or, giving us a Shakespearean soliloquy anytime soon. And that's okay. He does his thing. He shows up for work. He's where he needs to be. We're all in this together. And it's truly unique, I think, about, Eddie Kingston and Ricky Starks and these people that are from completely different backgrounds, and their through line, their connection is professional wrestling. I wouldn't know that we're professional wrestling. I don't have much else in common with Eddie Kingston or Darby or Jungle Boy or CM Punk or whoever it is. Like, the through line of all these people is professional wrestling. So there's a definite respect and common understanding that we're all on the same team. We're all trying to create the same thing. We want AEW to be the coolest, most amazing thing in the world, so we can all have the job the rest of our lives and maybe get rich in the process. Not me, but everyone else. But yeah, like, there's a different atmosphere for like a dark taping versus a pay-per-view, because there's more pressure on bigger things. And as a referee too, like, doing the first match of the night, sometimes different than doing the main event of a pay-per-view or a world title match. There's different approaches to everything, but sorry, that's my dog. No one's a real jerk, I would say. Everyone's pretty cool and respectful for one's time, in my experience, at least. I'm sure there's things that behind closed doors that I'm not privy to, and that's okay. I kind of like it that way, to be honest. I know with the referee gang's super, super great with each other. Those are the people that I have to deal with, on that level most of all. None of us had really ever worked together before AEW. So we all just kind of the first day were like, okay, I guess we're going to be friends. And, that was 3 years ago. We haven't looked back. Paul Turner lives 10 minutes from me. He lives right up the road here in Lancaster.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So my next question is, what was it like refereeing the exploding barbed wire death match? Like you had the full thing on.
No,
like
it's,
how
99% of it was pretty crazy. The last 1% is what it was. I think that it was. I'm very sort of proud of my refereeing resume. Like, I've done this and I've done that, and I've done Iron Man matches and 12-man tag team matches and coffin matches and all these different things. But I'm the only referee in the United States of America to ever referee a exploding barbed wire death match on pay-per-view, ever. And I think that's really cool. And it might not have been what everybody wanted it to be, and it might not have been, but still, it was a world title match. It was the main event of a pay-per-view, and it was this unique thing. And I was trusted enough by Kenny and Mox and Tony Khan and Paul, who makes referee assignments, to be the guy to do it. And I'll have that forever. And, I choose to remember the experience of it. And I remember the next day I went to Disney World by myself. That was that's just this weird correlation of things in my brain. We had a day off in Jacksonville, and I rented a car and drove to Orlando, and Disney World, just kind of spent some time by myself. And one of my goals was to referee a world title match, and I, got to do that. And then it was to, referee the main event of a pay-per-view, and I got to do that. And then I got to referee a world title match on pay-per-view, and then I got to referee a world title match on pay-per-view with barbed wire and exploding ring around it. And I remember it was being talked about, and it was like, oh, is this kind of this thing in the distance? But then they had the pyro guys to come test the explosions one day in Jacksonville, and we all had to be there and see what it was going to be like. Like, me and Mox and Kenny had to get a vibe for this. And when I saw that, I was like, oh, wow, this is legit. And there was, it was an empty arena, and they were just practicing. And I was like, oh, this is going to be pretty crazy. And then I was told what they wanted me to wear, and I'm, let's go. If we're going to lean into this being unique, let's lean in all the way. So that's exactly what we did. And my suit had to get sprayed with this anti-flame stuff. I don't quite understand it, but this tech guy had to spray Kenny and Mox and I all of our gear down just in case something went a little bit too wrong. We wouldn't completely go up in flames, and luckily that didn't go wrong. So that we had that going for us.
Yeah.
All right.
Have
But it
you
was,
let your kids watch that?
No.
No.
My son watches. He loves dark because the matches are really short and it's pretty low stakes. He does not like blood, and he doesn't like Abaddon, and he doesn't like. He used to not like the Butch and the Blade, but he's come around to the Butch and the Blade. He doesn't care for blood, and he doesn't care for long matches.
My 6-year-old loves Malachi Black. It's
Oh,
just-
really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's the inverse of my 6-year-old. He's not a big. My 6-year-old loves Ricky Starks,
Oh.
Jungle Boy,
Yep.
and the Young
Jungle
Bucks.
Man
He
is what my
loves it.
6-year-old calls him. Jungle Man.
Jungle
Jungle
Man. Hey, that's a promotion, I guess. You know, he's leveled up.
And Jungle Man and Luchasaurus and that guy.
The guy.
Christy Cage.
Okay. Christian Cage. Yep. It's
No
fun
problem.
because your kids may have the same experience. My 6-year-old has no idea, like he doesn't realize that JR is this legend, or he has no idea that Sting is this Hall of Famer, or Chris Jericho.
Nope.
You know, they're just AEW guys to him. Like he cares about the Captain Sean Dean as much as he cares about Tony Schiavone or whatever. You know,
Exactly,
it's really fun to watch wrestling from a kid's eyes. He really likes Powerhouse Hobbs music too. His power. He loves to do that.
Yeah, he has no frame of reference. Every time CM Punk comes out, he chants CM farts. And
I'm sure he does.
We're like, he has no idea that he's a legend. It's just CM farts every time.
Right. I was like, he took. I was explaining to him. He's like, oh, he took off for 7 years and he came back. He's like, whatever. Like I wasn't even alive when he. It doesn't matter to him.
It's just CM farts to him because it sounds cool.
He likes Adam Cole too. He likes Adam Cole's song too. So that's a big part.
Yeah,
of it.
yeah.
He likes doing boom.
Yeah.
Yeah. We play this fun game where we try to take like the funniest name to say like it's all about the boom, and we'll just say like I don't know. I'm trying to think of a silly name. Dick Trickle is a NASCAR driver. Like Dick Trickle, baby, and he puts all of his friends' names there. There's a kid in his kindergarten class named Harvey Lurch. It's like all about the boom. It's like Harvey Lurch, baby. He thinks it's so fun. So we can do that for hours. So try it tonight with your kids or your friends or whatever. Just think of the most silly. Think of your accountant's name or your teacher or someone. Or, just put the most silly name in this tough guy situation. It's really fun to do.
Right.
Oh, that's funny. That's good.
Yeah. It's all about the boom. Alex Marvez, baby.
All right. Well, two things though, and I've been trying to do this to an AEW official. So first thing, okay. And in the center of the ring, at 5'5", weighing in at 145 pounds, he is an all-elite wrestling official referee, Bryce Remsburg.
Oh, wait till I tell Justin you're coming for his job.
Yeah. I do some ring announcing. I even introduced Billy Gunn, not once, but twice.
Oh, that's awesome. That's great. What promotions do you work for?
Technically, I'm not in promotions right now. I just got into the ring, by surprise, or when I auditioned on YouTube, then I got the cut.
Oh, well, congratulations. That's really cool.
Yeah. And second, my question to you is, and I'm glad you did not take who's offer. I think it was a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, yeah, New Orleans.
Yeah.
There isn't enough money in the world to shut him up.
Yeah. But here's the thing, though, and I really hate to say this, but in alternative, what might happen if you did take MJF's offer?
Well, here's the thing. Do you trust MJF?
No.
No, neither do I. So just because he said he's going to do something, I didn't think for a second he'd actually do it. He says a lot of things, right? So he's saying he's going to give me all this money or whatever. It's like, come on, man. The second you'd call his bluff, he wouldn't give it to you. So also, I think we all understand that MJF has, maybe not been completely honest with me or everyone in his past. And if I had a chance to stick it to him, maybe in a way, while still following the rules and doing my job. I mean, technically he was out of the ring, right? So I have no regrets. Let's put it that way.
Well, that's a good thing though, because I don't like MJF. I wore this shirt tonight just for you, since you
fully
don't
support.
Like him.
Fully support. How much? Where do I get one? Let's go. I'd love one of those.
They're on Pro Wrestling Tees and All Elite shop, but well, anyway, let's go to Carly B's question. Carly?
Oh, what did I have? I was gonna ask about the Dax and Cash match that you.
Oh, that was really cool.
Yeah, I was so looking forward to that. I thought it was a great match, and I just wanted to see how you felt reffing that match, and just because they have such a unique style and they're so close as a tag team. How was that?
It was awesome. Sometimes I see matches I want to ref and I don't say anything, and sometimes I see matches that I ref and I want to say something, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But they asked me if I wanted to ref their match, and I said, absolutely, I want to ref your match. I would love to ref your match. I think that a lot of times, there's a lot of extenuating circumstances in a match. There's someone outside the ring, or this happens, or that happens, or there's a lot of things flowing into what makes a match. But a match like that, or the match that Punk and Dax had a few weeks ago in Austin, which I also was lucky enough to referee, the opening match of Dynamite, the crowd's always the hottest. Straight up wrestling. Like I'm about the same age as those guys. I'm a big fan of the same things they are. Bret Hart, Owen Hart, the style, Mr. Perfect. There's so many callbacks in that match. I was, really looking forward to watching it from the monitor, but luckily enough, I got to watch from inside the ring, and I had, there were people paid a lot of money to sit in the front row, and as everybody was watching on TV or was watching at the monitor, but I had a better seat than anyone else. And I had to make sure I didn't become too much of a fan, because it's just that to me is professional wrestling. That's, Ricky Steamboat and Ric Flair and Eddie Guerrero and Dean Malenko and Brett and Owen and all these, just straight up amazing pro wrestling matches. No chicanery, no funny business, no distractions, just a pro wrestling match. And it was an honor and a pleasure. And I told them both that on Wednesday. And if ever happens again, I hope I'm there in the next time as well. It was awesome. Did you guys enjoy it?
Yes,
Oh my
that was a very
God.
good match.
Yeah, I loved it.
Crazy thing, they've never ever wrestled each other. They have such chemistry both as a team and as opponents. It was great.
Not a single punch. Not a single punch.
Right? Right? How about that? Pro wrestling. I think they were. When you think about it, as a tag team wrestler is typically doing about half the work. You spend half the match on the apron,
Right.
And the two of them, when they got to the back, were, I think, a little more tired than they're used to being, because they were doing 100% of the work against each other. So there was, definitely they were feeling it, I think, Thursday morning. But I think if you asked either of them, they'd tell you it was worth it. They do it all again. Thank you for asking about that. That was
as long as as long as you've been refereeing, I mean, I'm sure you have some funny stories of things that have happened inside the ring or out. Can you share any of those stories?
Let me see if I can think of one off the top of my head. Someone accidentally got counted out once on the indies. They weren't supposed to get counted out. They just weren't paying attention. And I was like, 8, 9, and they were just not getting about the ring. I was like, well, I got to say 10, dude. Sorry, you counted out. And I forget what happened after that. There might have been some plan to restart the match or something. It got a little silly. But it was that was not the plan. Let me try. I'm thinking of some other things. There's sometimes some stress in making sure, somehow, some way, the main event of Dynamite always ends before 10 o'clock. It's crazy how that just happens. But it's come a little close a couple times, and it gets a little stressful if you're the referee and you're looking at what time it is. But knock on wood, every match has ended on time. No one's missed the end of a wrestling match. So it does it gets it's a little more stressful than I think a lot of people think. Refereeing on television with an earpiece, and Tony Khan himself is talking to you, and you're trying to make sure everything's going right and make everyone happy and make sure also nobody gets hurt. And Sammy gave us a scare the other night, and it was so there's a lot of moving pieces, but I think repetition's helping a lot. The more I do it, the better. That's one. There aren't a lot of good things about a global pandemic, but I think doing those matches with no fans, those late night dark tapings in Jacksonville, that gave me a lot of confidence. That gave me a lot of reps and made me feel a lot more confident as I had been an independent referee for 17 years, but I became a, TV referee out of nowhere. I had never done live network TV before, and boom, there I am. And doing those shows, those events in front of nobody or a few people or whatever it was, as taped Dynamites and dark tapings and blah, blah, blah. Just those reps gave me a lot of confidence and made me feel a lot more comfortable in my skin doing a pay-per-view beta event or a world title match or whatever these cool things I've gotten to do since then. Some of them repeatedly. Yeah, I, was lucky enough to do a world title match, did Mox and MJF, and then Eddie and Moxley, but then the last kind of piece of that was a full crowd. So at Revolution, I was very lucky enough. Two of my favorite wrestlers are Hangman and Adam Cole, and I got to do main event world title match, pay-per-view, full arena. It was like, one of the coolest days of my life. It was awesome. So I'm very, 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 very fortunate. And we are very, very lucky to have a crew in which we all kind of take turns. I think you might, if you think back to the Attitude Era or whatever, almost every world title match pay-per-view was refereed by Earl Hebner. And that's great. Earl Hebner's a great referee, but I think you go back and watch a month worth of Dynamite. You'd see me do a main event. You'd see Paul do a main event. You'd see Aubrey do a main event. You'd see Knox do a main event. Whatever it is, we all take turns. We have a really good system going, and we all have our strengths. We all have our weaknesses, and we all kind of get that. Aubrey works with Jericho. Knox works with the Young Bucks. I do a lot of Orange Cassidy, Eddie Kingston matches, Darby matches. What comes around goes around. There's no hard feelings. There's always going to be a next week and a next week and a next week and a next week. And now there's Rampage too. So it's all good. I know that's not exciting I don't have a lot of dirt or, awful things to say, but I'm very fortunate. I like everybody I work with for the most part.
That's great.
Yeah, I'm very, very fortunate.
Like I'm actually a referee.
I love hearing these great things.
It's all positive. That's not doesn't make good headlines for dirt sheets, but I'm sorry.
No dirt. This is great.
Great. That makes me happy, Carly. What were you gonna say, Connor? I'm sorry.
Like I'm actually a professional wrestling a referee as well.
Oh, cool.
I haven't refereed in about probably the beginning of the pandemic. Had a lot of shows scheduled and all that.
Of course,
all that got canceled, but and like the same thing you were saying about like they're outside the ring and you're counting 1, 2, and then like they would always say to make sure you're loud enough for they can hear you.
Oh yeah,
and then you're still loud, and then they still don't get back in the ring, so it makes you look like a fool.
Yeah, right. I mean, what there's nothing else you can do. But yeah, what promotions do you referee for?
I haven't refereed in a long time, but I used to referee for the mainly in the Memphis, Tennessee area. Cool. I refereed for you probably don't know the names of them, but RSWF. Okay. I refereed for almost Memphis Championship Wrestling from Memphis. I don't know if you've heard that.
That's really cool. I think Peter Avalon does those shows, maybe.
Yeah. My next question is: are you in the AEW console game?
I don't know that. I don't know for sure, so I'm not going to say anything. How about that? There's a possibility of it. How about that?
Because in the WWE games, they just have a random, he's not even a referee in the actual, matches on TV. So
right.
I hope the AEW has where you can select your own referee.
No, I think that there's so much detail, attention to detail being given to this game that if it's not me, it'll be Aubrey or Paul or Knox or something. I think that it won't just be a rando person. It'll probably be Aubrey, if we're being honest. That's what I would do because she's awesome. But there was at one point there was a version of it. There was a. Let's see. I'll wait and see what happens. I don't want to say anything either way. It would be pretty cool. I'm getting a trading card. I do know that. I had to sign a bunch of things that are going to go on trading cards. I'm not sure when it comes out, but I was told I'm going to get a trading cards. That's very exciting. That'll make my son very happy. Yeah. All right. Even sometimes there's pictures on the back of the figures, and it'll be a clip from a match, and they'll be me off to the side, and my son thinks that's really cool too. On the back of Ricky Stark's figure, there's a picture of me off to the side, which is kind of neat. I'll turn it around at Target and show everyone to stand by and see what he notices.
Yeah, I'm a very, very big with the trading cards. We did a whole trading card and figure show, so I'm very excited to hear you're getting a card.
Yeah, I'm excited too. I look forward to seeing it. I saw the picture they're going to use, so I think it actually is going to happen. So we'll see. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. Well, anyway, here's my question that technically, personally, I want to know.
Okay.
Well, first things first, though, are you and your boss Tony Khan? What's the word? Close. Work well.
Yeah, a lot of it is travel related because I do his travel as well. But yeah, no, especially during the Jacksonville days, the early pandemic days, we would sit out on the fourth floor of the hotel and we'd all just kind of hang out. And we're the same age. We're both 39. So I think we talk about, we have the same kind of sweet spots of wrestling. We are the same. He's a comedy fan. He loves the Larry Sanders Show. So do I. He like knows a lot of SNL sketches. I know his era of wrestling, like ECW, and he's very passionate about a lot of the same things I'm passionate about, and you can have a really, a conversation with him. So yeah, I have never had, he continues to trust me in big situations as far as a referee. So that's, he renewed my contract. So, I'm not totally screwing up, I feel like. But yeah, no, I think we have a good relationship. He's a very, 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 very busy man. And it's hard to even get a second of his eye line, but I mean, he's literally the one talking to me in my ear, and I can talk back to him. So one way or another, we have conversations. Sometimes he's like cracking jokes. He's in a good mood in my ear while we're on TV, and I'm cracking jokes back to him. And he does not feel like this, entity that sits in an office that you never see or talk to or hear from. Like he's very much like an easy to approach around dude. And I think because I'm the travel guy, and because I've kind of been there since the first Double or Nothing, I do feel like I have a good relationship with him.
Right. And but
text me when my son was born. He texts me on my birthday, stuff like that. Like that's pretty cool, like to have your boss, who also happens to be a billionaire, say congratulations on this and that. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah, but here's another thing though, and here's my
Go ahead, I'm listening. Sorry.
My recommendation to you and to your boss Tony Khan is I really want to see an All Elite Wrestling event here in the state of Mississippi. We haven't had one since South Haven back in 2020 before the pandemic started.
Yep.
So my suggestion, to you, to Mr. Khan, is ask him to see if AEW is going to come back in the state of Mississippi, because I'm dying here.
I'd love that. I went to Graceland that morning of that event in South Haven, and the night before, speaking of Tony Khan, I was at Jerry Lawler's restaurant on Beale Street eating ribs in the basement, and we were talking about Andy Kaufman. It was the coolest thing in the world. And that was so a few of us were there. Tony was there, just hanging out in the basement talking about wrestling with Jerry the King Lawler. So I'd love to go back to Mississippi.
Right.
I'm actually trying to referee in all 50 states, and I got Mississippi that day. So yeah, I'd love to go back to Mississippi or the greater Memphis area or Arkansas or anywhere down there. I'd love to go back. So I will.
Yeah, because
I will put that word in with our live events guy.
All right, and also tell him another thing though, real quick, and I'll get on to another question.
Well, if you want to throw Mohegan Sun in there, that'd be fun too.
Okay, I'm listening. Mohegan Sun. All right.
Mohegan Sun is built for AEW.
Okay.
And that is
that's kind of like between Hartford and Boston, right?
Yeah, Hartford, Boston, Providence. It's like right in between. Really nice casino. It's got a nice arena. I'm just saying.
Well,
I think I did an indie show there once. I think I did a Beyond show in a ballroom there.
Yeah, the ballroom's smaller. Yep, they do little conventions and stuff.
So
for just growing cities.
So tell the live event guy or Tony Khan this. The Bancorp South Arena, Tupelo, Mississippi, which is only 1 hour away from my home. It's a great arena. They did host a little bit of wrestling events back in the day, and one taping event before. And it would be great having AEW here in Tupelo.
We could have a concession stand brawl. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to call my dog. She's crying about something. Hold on. Annie, okay?
Oh boy.
Annie? I'll be right back. Hold on. Sorry.
I think I screwed up.
No, you didn't screw up.
In that case, I'll just sit here and be quiet.
I think I'm out of questions.
Doggy safety first.
Sorry, y'all. She was stuck. She was stuck between the doors and she was crying, and I didn't know my son accidentally trapped her in a room.
Oh,
nice dog.
Yeah.
Indeed, it is.
Oh my God.
Hey, hi, Annie. Hi. This is Annie. She's 11. She's getting up there in years. She doesn't have the spunk she used to, especially since the kids came around. But she's still kicking. Yeah, her heart's pounding. I feel awful. I had no idea she was stuck in that room.
Annie.
Yeah, that's Annie. Hi, Sarah. Hi.
Thanks for
Can't
joining
afford.
us, Annie.
Yeah, you can't afford her. Unfortunately, her fee's ridiculous. Okay, I'm sorry I interrupted your question. I would love to go to Tupelo. Apologies for the interruption.
You said something about a concession stand problem.
Isn't that a famous concession stand brawl? Was in Tupelo, Mississippi?
Oh,
In
yeah.
the early
yeah,
80s.
Yeah.
But
Tell my recommendation for the live event guy or Mr. Tony Khan, which
I shall do that. I
think last time y'all came to South Haven, like when they the greater Memphis area in 2020.
Yeah.
January 2020.
Yeah.
So I think we're overdue.
2 years.
2 years. Let's do it.
All right. I guess that's about it. Carly?
Oh, I don't, what you got, Mr. Jacobs? You got any more questions?
It's all good. It's almost time for Rampage
yes,
anyway,
actually,
friends. Go ahead, sure.
So, when would you say you were bitten by the wrestling bug, as they call it?
I was
becoming a fan.
I was 7 or 8 years old, and I remember very clearly the Macho Man, Randy Savage, and the Ultimate Warrior were larger than life. You know, these giant muscular men wearing neon, running, and just like that. It struck me. It stuck out to me that these guys were just like I couldn't believe this was a thing, and I was hooked. And then I got a little older. I became, like a Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels guy, but Macho Man's always been my guy. I still think Macho Man's the greatest of all time. I love over-the-top, ridiculous colors and silly, and just being the most ridiculous version of yourself. I think that's the coolest thing in the world. So, I'd say I was 7 or 8. The first live event I ever went to was in Hershey, Pennsylvania. I was 8. The main event was Hulk Hogan versus Ric Flair. So it's all kind of been downhill from there,
So I'm going to go to the live comments.
Oh, great.
Jackie Rogers. Hey, Bryce.
Jackie, thanks for listening, watching.
Jungle Boy will be
one of these days. I think when he turns 25, he can rent a car.
Bryce in the Bullet Club.
I don't know about that. I don't think I can hang.
All about that, Bryce.
Boom.
Great to see Bryce here.
It's great to see Checkpoint Rage here.
Can't wait for the console game.
Me neither. It's gonna be great.
Does Tony ever talk about the same hotel over and over?
The same hotel?
I think he's meeting with the Young. I've seen something about that where the Young Bucks were talking about. He always talks about the same hotel or something. Oh. I don't know if that's what he's talking about. Or...
I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with that one. Yes, Mississippi. Let's do it, Darla.
No, I get safety first.
That's right. She was really upset. You really? You were at the concession stands brawl? That's awesome.
Would he do the Invisible Man match in AEW?
I don't think I'll ever do the Invisible Man match again. I think that was a special moment in time. I don't think I could ever recreate it any better or different. I've told my wife, make sure they show that at my funeral. That's good. I'm afraid that between not her and my kids, but that's going to be my wrestling legacy is that Invisible Man match. And but I don't think it'll happen in AEW. No, the ratings would plummet, and everyone would change the channel and be mad, and it would be my fault. So I don't want that.
Yeah. So I think that's everyone's questions. It's very great to have you on, Bryce.
Thank you so much for having me. Who you got in Rampage tonight, Darby or Swerve?
I got Swerved, but
okay.
Darby's gonna win.
If you'd like me to spoil it for you, I was
No.
you're not. I'm not allowed to bet anyway. It's not becoming an official. I have to remain impartial.
I like a lot of people like to post spoilers of Rampage, but I prefer to, as possible, not to see any spoilers.
I've avoided them all this week.
Congratulations! You only have to do 20 more minutes or 17 more minutes, so you're in.
Really? He's right.
Yeah, 17.
The Bryce is right.
Thanks so much for coming on. This has been great.
Thanks for having me. What a delight. Thanks for the support. Thanks for spreading the good word.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
No, this is just people that you just enjoy what we do, and that's really refreshing. It's tough to have, have all these like micro conversations after the shows or in hotels or at airports, but to like actually sit down and talk to people that are fans of ours and appreciate me and us is a really great feeling and a really great way to segue into Rampage. So thanks for everything, and don't be strangers. Hopefully I'll see you in Connecticut or Mississippi one day soon.
If you and the wrestlers would like, I'm also at the Hilton Properties, which means you guys can stay in a hotel though if you guys come to Tupelo.
That is a interesting proposition for the travel manager. That is a good thing to know.
Yeah, and also one last question though, and
Sure.
we'll let you go. I remember you. I don't know, was it you or Paul Turner, but Nyla Rose powerbombed one of you to a table.
That was Knox, actually. That was Rick Knox. I remember that.
Oh, well,
yeah. I nodded at that night.
I hope that Samoa Joe does not send you over the ropes tonight.
I hope so too.
Even though it already happened, but yes.
Right. I hope it won't
not
happen.
Already
yeah.
happened.
Correct. Exactly. the time space continuum is in sorts. We got this. But it's the last match of the night, so we who knows what might happen.
No spoilers right now.
No spoilers. No spoilers.
But yeah, like it's very great to have you on, Bryce, and maybe one day down the road we'll have you on again.
I would love that. Thank you so much for your time. Much appreciated. Have a great night. Enjoy Rampage. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thanks, Bryce.
Thank you. Good
Thank
night,
you, Bryce.
See ya.
See ya.
Yeah.
So from here, we'll
that was great.
That was so cool.
Yeah, indeed.
So for the live viewers, don't go anywhere because like we're just going straight into Rampage after this.
So I guess you're gonna crop the live streaming. Well, the video, this from interview with Bryce to
okay. Yeah, like if you're like I'll cut, like I'll just put the Bryce Remsburg interview in one separate video. So if you guys are interested in just watching that interview, I'll upload it as a single video.
Yeah,
cool.
And Darla, I know that's true, and you're right. They do need to come back to Mississippi. I'll give you that. Besides, I don't know. I wish I could put you in this, but I'll say this though. Hey, Connor, you are interested in seeing an AEW come back to Mississippi, right?
Yeah, I went to a lot of AEW shows, so.
Well, and technically out of the States.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, out of the, not countries, states. Right?
Yeah, I've been to. So the first AEW show I went to was Fight for the Fallen 2019, Nashville 2019, Memphis, South Haven 2021.
It's actually
2020. St. Louis, Missouri 2021. And then Nashville 2022. That's 5.
And then and you did tell me that you were going to, well, I don't know if I should tell this to everybody right now, but to the All Out pay-per-view, correct?
Yeah, I plan on doing it. Me and Aiden might.
Nice.
Hopefully do something because he's not too far from Chicago.
Well, that's true. Well, to you, but here's another thing though, and if AEW does announce they're coming to Mississippi, right before the All Out event, would you still go
to All Out?
No. To the AEW event in Mississippi if they come down here before All Out.
Yeah, I would try my best to go to both.
Well, okay, just asking. I mean, I just don't want to be lonely by myself at the event, even with my mother.
Be right back, guys. Need a bathroom break. Be right back.
They're going to cut little Nikki off.
Okay, I think I'm situated for Rampage now.
No. Oh, wait. Here it is. Ooh.
I will be right back.
All right.
Okay. I guess it's just you and me, Connor, and we're live.
Yeah. Well,
it's great having Bryce on this podcast. He's probably the first AEW
employee.
To ever enter this show.
Yeah. Hopefully, we can have some more AEW stars, referees, like whatever you want to label it as.
Yeah, I hope so too. And who knows? We might have a real special guest on here soon. I'm not trying to say who, but I'm just trying to confirm. Never mind. Forget what I said. Oh boy.
I just wish the AEW media email would correspond to my emails. I've got some AEW people that wants to come on, but AEW media needs to respond to my emails.
Yeah.
I should have told Bryce that.
Yeah, I just don't know why we can't. I mean, I know I shouldn't say this, but I don't know. Never mind. Maybe I shouldn't ask. So let's see if there's anything else, though. I just hope that Mr. Bryce would allow AEW to come to Mississippi, though. I mean, I know he's not in charge, but he is going to recommend to Tony Khan, or as he says, the live event guy. I don't want to keep this on the subject all night, so I'm just going to say that the last time. Then afterwards, we're off the air, you know.
Yeah, he said that he was the travel agent and referee. He has 2 different contracts.
That's true, and I did tell him, and I did ask him about the Bancorp South Arena in Tupelo. Did you know that the Bancorp South Arena, well, technically Tupelo, is the birthplace of Elvis Presley?
Mm-hmm. Here.
I didn't even know that, honestly.
Really? Well, almost because you live in Texas.
No, I didn't know that. I've listened to some of his tunes, but I don't really know that much about Elvis.
Well, he was born and raised in Tupelo. Then he moved to Memphis or as they call it, Graceland. Right, Connor? He's right. Well, technically, the Graceland's right there in your area.
Yeah, I've been to Graceland a few times.
Yeah. I actually went to the Mid-South Coliseum. Well, I didn't went inside. I just seen the outside. Who's popping up?
What do you mean?
Heard a bubble pop.
Have you guys heard about the another round of mass firings in the WWE? They're firing really good people.
Oh yeah.
I opened up Twitter and that's like all it was.
Including Dexter Loomis, formerly known as Samuel Shaw.
That surprised me.
Watch WWE, so I didn't know who any of those people were, but I asked my husband and he told me all about it.
I think the biggest one, I think, is Dakota Kai. She was so good. She was like the next Bailey first, but then they changed the character to heel. But she could have been one of their top female stars. And
yeah, not to be like controversial, but Becky Lynch had to say all those things about. Like she flat out said, like WWE women's wrestling was like better when asked about AEW, and then all this stuff with Ember Moon comes out about NXT and what they were like the butt cheek booty short thing, and then they let go of NXT women's talent, and it's like it's kind of a bad look on Becky, I think. But on the same hand, like did Becky like have to say those things? Kind of, like I don't doubt
It
she
was
said
very
that.
unnecessary.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of the women putting down women in women's wrestling. Women's wrestling is hard enough as it is,
Seth Rollins is kind of the same way as Becky is. Like Seth Rollins would call AEW the minor leagues or stuff like that. So
Indeed.
and they're married.
Now he's fighting Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
See, the only reason they do that is because they see AEW as a threat, and it is a threat.
Well, he like if WWE like fired him or like released him right now, like
Where would
like
he go?
yeah, like
What would you
like
do?
what do you like he would practically rely on AEW because they're the only promotion that's going to pay similar or maybe higher than WWE.
It's an interesting landscape.
When's the booking new late start? As soon as Aiden's finals is his semesters, whenever he's going on in college. So whenever that's over.
And who?
I actually can't wait to see that. That's going to be cool.
Yeah.
And next Thursday, we're having another new show, and it's going to be hosted by Carly. Actually, it's going to be kind of like a Dynamite review Rampage ramp up for the next Friday or for the next day, but that will be starting next Thursday.
Nice.
It'll be hosted by Carly. So,
and also to Connor though, we all know that tomorrow is a friend of mine, Connor's. His name is Brandon Harper. He is a big wrestling fan, so I'm just gonna have to say it anyway in short terms. Happy birthday to Brandon Harper. We hope you're watching this right now.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Carly, how are you enjoying being on EZU?
Oh, I love it. This is great. I talked to two people about wrestling, and it's my husband, and so I'm a nurse, and there's this one doctor I work with, and he's a huge wrestling fan. So those are the two people I talk to professional wrestling about, and that's how it's only been for like years. So I think it is so cool. I get to come on here and talk to you guys about wrestling, and I like have friends now that like wrestling, and this is like really awesome.
Becky, finally someone that agrees with me. Becky Lynch, like she's a major star to some people, but every time I watch her matches, they're so boring. Like I fall asleep during her matches. Like I know some people love Becky Lynch, but I prefer Sasha Banks or Alexa Bliss rather than Becky. I mean, I'm not trying to throw shade at her, but I just find it boring. I mean,
hey, it's your opinion.
I mean, I think Britt Baker is a little bit more interesting, but
yeah,
absolutely.
Well, and we all know that to every viewers out there who may or may not notice, next Wednesday is also Star Wars Day.
May the Force be with you.
Yep. So I'm going to be doing a special. Well, technically, I'm going to do a special line though for the introduction, and I'm not going to say it, but I will say it Wednesday night. But since we're going to be on the air in about, well, we're already on the air right now, so we're going to be on the air. Well, we're going to be on Rampage in about 3 minutes. So, one question: who's a fan? I mean, not the viewers. I mean, the hosts right now. Who are fans of Star Wars?
I was when I was a kid, but
I like Star Wars.
I was a big Star Wars fan when I was early, like when I was younger. But I still keep up with Star Wars, like The Mandalorian or The Book of Boba Fett or stuff like that. I still keep up.
Mandalorian was great.
Yeah, I'm not a big Star Wars fan, but I did watch the Family Guy version of Star Wars.
Yeah, I've seen that.
I prefer my favorite character in the Star Wars saga, whatever you want to call it, is like Anakin Skywalker. I prefer Anakin over anyone. I don't know why.
I've pretty religiously watched Star Wars throughout the years.
Which version? The
all of them. I've watched them all.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
I kind of wish I kind of wish that I love Mark Hamill, but I kind of wish that they would have did the first like they did the first three, and then they wish they could have done the next three like in that timeline because they would have looked more. How do I put it? More because like the first Star Wars movies, they were really older.
Yeah, the 70s
Yeah.
ones, the
Yeah.
five, 4, 5, 6.
I wish
were
they
the
were.
first ones from the 70s, and then they had 1, 2, 3 in the early 2000s, and then 6, 7, and 8 were the most recent ones, The Force Awakens and all of those.
And here's another thing though. This has got to be one of the worst ripoff of Star Wars we ever seen. No,
79.
What?
Nothing. I'm just Star Wars. Sorry.
Okay. Are you guys familiar with I can't think I'm saying this on live, Spaceballs?
Yeah.
I love that movie.
That's where
That
that
movie's
was.
hilarious.
Yeah, it's
Are
really
you
fun.
sure? It kind of looks like a familiar from Airplane, but
It's a spoof movie. It's like it's
Yeah.
spoofing Star Wars.
Mhm.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
yeah. It stars Rick Moranis and John Candy from the Spaceballs, but not the Airplane.
It's
I like John Kennedy.
Yeah. He
My
played.
favorite
Yeah, he
actor
was
is
funny.
well, his name is Mr. Bean. Rowan. I cannot pronounce his last name, but he is a complete
Yeah.
legend.
Well, I can't think I'm doing
I
this
love
trade show like this.
Mr. Bean.
I don't know. I like my favorite actor's got to be Grant Gustin. If anyone knows who that is,
I don't know who that is, but
I don't.
he's
well,
the Flash
anyway,
on
since
the
it's now
CW.
officially, should we do a countdown or should we just get
we
on
just
with the show?
It's too late. It don't make no sense for one now.
Okay, well in that case, I'm just gonna
That's it.
say anyway. It's Friday night, and you know what that means. Take it away, Connor.
I feel like I've already did the introduction to the.
I know, but it's already 9:00, and I just like to say it anyway when it's Rampage time.
They've
Guys,
updated the like intro. Like from this Wednesday, they've already updated it with Scorpio with on the ladder with the TNT title, the Hardys.
And we see the animated
Darby
advertisement
Allin.
that they made with CM Punk.
Oh yeah, the moving graphics. Yeah, like I
Moving
hope that
graphics, yeah.
like I hope like as soon as this next Wednesday, it's a regular thing.
Yeah, it looked really good.
Back in the day in WWE and TNA, like that was that's what they always did. And they got out of
Everyone's
that.
TV's up.
It's not mine.
Not mine.
No, mine's down.
It's gotta be yours, Chris.
No, it ain't. Mine's turned down.
Is it mine? It's probably mine.
Mine's turned all the way down. I just
Mine's
can't.
down now.
Okay.
I just want to make sure everyone can hear it though.
We just don't want any spoilers for the fans, though, listening to it right now.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's good.
I can't hear anything.
Okay.
I want Shane Swerve to win this match, but I don't know. I feel like Darby's gonna win though.
I think Swerve's gonna win.
I hope Swerve wins.
Yeah, I'm with Swerve.
Like I'm going for Swerve, but here lately, well, Darby's a big star in AEW,
Well,
Yeah, he has good momentum right now, so
but Swerve, he's put on so many great matches. AEW, and he's only been with the company since Revolution, I think.
Yeah.
mhm.
But Darby just came off that big win he just won against Andrade, and like I don't know, it almost seemed like he really shouldn't have won against Andrade.
Andrade beat him that one time, but I feel like Andrade should have beat him again.
And not because Darby shouldn't have won against Andrade, but I think people were kind of getting this feeling like since Sammy like got the TNT title again that like Andrade should have had it all along and he should have, almost like no fault against Darby, but like Andrade almost got like cheated out of that TNT title that I think like, I don't know. Am I making sense? It makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes total sense.
I'm going neutral on both guys, though, because I don't know them well, but I'm just going neutral on either one of them.
But like I really like Keith Lee and Shane Swerve as a tag team. I never pictured them as a tag team, but
They're great together.
I see a lot of people on Twitter and stuff that they say that Shane Swerve was only brought in to replace Leo Rush. That's not true.
Oh,
I mean, in the
that's
music way, I
wrong.
guess, because Leo Rush did music and Shane does music too, I think. But they're two completely different athletes.
Yeah.
One's
Yeah.
annoying and one's actually good.
Oh
in the
yeah,
ring.
completely different.
One actually stays wrestling and one retires every few months. And he is called the Man of the Hour for a
True.
reason.
Yeah, but let's see which
Only
one
there
of
for
them's
about
got
an
the
hour.
Owen Hart.
Yeah, he retired, comes and retires, and comes and retires. I
Leo
know.
Rush, you mean?
Yeah. Oh, that was good.
Oh! Who here seen the stunner?
How am I always behind?
Whoops.
Whoa.
That was a good stunner.
That's
That was. Darby hit that pretty nicely.
oh boy. I better get out of the way.
Oh,
Just saw the stunner.
oh, that was kind of rough. That
Oh, jeez.
looked really,
Oh, God.
that looked really stiff.
Yeah. See that landing? Oh, my goodness.
The suicida by Darby.
Oh, I saw the rough suicida now.
Oh, and then Shane Swerve knee probably. I think it caught him. I want Sting to wrestle some singles matches. He's always done tag and trios. I feel like he could do some singles matches. Maybe not a lot of them, but
Hmm.
Sting versus Painmaker Jericho, or I don't know if that's Darby's face paint or not, but it looks like a big bruise on his head, like it's red. I don't know if that's part of his face paint or not.
Yeah, Darby's barely even moving.
I'm back.
Didn't know you were gone.
Well, I had to step out for a minute. Plus, I've been sitting down though since we talked to Bryce. Had to get my legs back in order before they fall asleep again. Or as some people call it, the jelly legs.
Oh, yeah, we do have Danhausen and Hook tonight. I forgot about that.
Hmm.
But it's not a match.
That's going to be
it's a
interesting.
conversation.
Or a
We also got
confrontation.
Yeah, we also got Keith Lee and
Yeah, I'd like to see. I actually told Darby that when I met him, met him 3 times, but I can't remember which one I told him. But I told him that him and Darby should wear the Wolfpack, the red face paint together.
That'd be
And
cool.
I'm ignoring that next comment.
See, Jackie, there you go. We're trying to give you a chance here.
Yeah, we put you in that time. Well, Aiden put him in that timeout. We should have blocked you, but I don't want to have to block anyone on here. But if it gets to that point,
yeah.
then I hope they don't ask the next question that they always ask. You probably know, Mr. Jacobs.
Yeah, I know.
And as well as this match is a qualifying match into the Owen Hart tournament. I believe they're going to have
Mhm.
8 on both women and men. In the women, they only need 2 more, but in the men, I think they need at least 2 or 3 more.
That was 4 more.
It might be 4. I know this Wednesday they got Jeff Hardy and Bobby Fish as a.
Yeah.
If they have
I'll have to say this.
I don't know why you keep saying. I don't know why you keep.
He's being nice, man.
I know, but I really don't like him though. I really hate the guy. Whether he's an imposter or real, or he's just or one of those hacking. I don't know.
You know, Jeff Jarrett was on here last Wednesday.
Yeah, but
Double
was it the
J.
real Jeff Jarrett,
I popped in.
Probably.
I saw that.
Probably.
or was it
not.
the imposter Jeff Jarrett?
We may never know.
Well, he's talking to MJF.
I knew
Oh, not
Jackie.
again.
I knew it. You already know.
You're
Not
doing
even-
that on purpose.
I have a
That's
feeling
stupid.
it's. I'm not going to say it, but I think I know who that is. He's doing it.
I got an
And
idea
also-
too.
Yeah.
One day you're going to love MJF, Chris.
No, I won't.
Your shirt's going to change and say, I love MJF.
He's
I
gonna
am
wear you
not gonna
down,
like-
Chris.
I'm not gonna love him. He disrespected Stone Cold Steve Austin back on the podcast right before AEW Double or Nothing started.
He disrespects everybody.
Well, I know. That's in, on, off, out storyline.
It'll actually
You
be
name
weird
it.
if he was being nice.
Oh, we did a coffin drop right on Swerve's legs.
Have you guys ever seen Darby Allin on TLC? If you guys know what TLC is,
It's more like I
Oh,
remember that TLC.
yeah, Darby Allin was on him and his mom, I think, or something. It was on a wild show.
Oh, I know what it
Really?
is. It's the thing that sends me to
I
the
had no idea
emergency,
about that.
right?
he was
Yeah,
on what? What? Okay, so was it a show on TLC?
Yep.
yeah, you know what the show was called, Chris. What's the?
You want me to say it or not?
No, I want to know so I can go look at it on YouTube.
Darby Allin was on Sex Send Me to the Emergency Room.
Oh my God, that show was great. Oh, bless his wee heart.
Wow, I did not know that.
I'm sorry I asked now. Oh, I forget this is like, oh, that's nothing to be ashamed of. These things happen. I'm a nurse. I've been a nurse for a long time. I've heard everything.
If you're a nurse, though, did you see any? I hope you weren't a part of the emergency room scenes.
If I was a part of any emergency room scene, I couldn't tell you because I'm a nurse and that's patient confidentiality. In
Right.
any case, these
Very
things
true.
happen to people.
Oh, we got Ricky Starks and Sting.
Uh-oh. And I think I know what's going to happen next. I ain't going to spoil it.
This is
I am like so behind in whatever like stream I'm watching over here.
What do you got?
Oh, here's Ricky Starks. Here's my man, Ricky Starks.
I want to see
Well,
a singles match with
Looks nice
Sting
tonight.
versus Ricky Starks.
It's a nice
Come
outfit.
on. Come on,
Wow.
Sting.
Wow.
Sting had come on. I love Sting, but come on.
So now Darby Allin's officially.
No, everyone's seen it.
Yep, Darby Allin wins.
Oh, shoot. My bad. My bad.
Is he dancing?
I believe they're not going to be friends anymore. Oh,
Swerve
they're not going to be friends anymore, though. Well, Darby and Swerve. Oh, Sean Spears. Hold on.
Sean Spears.
Oh, what's he saying?
When was his last match?
What, Sean Spears?
Yeah,
it's,
when was Sean Spears' last match?
CM Punk.
Yeah.
When
No.
CM Punk was trying to get through to MJF.
Oh, yeah.
That was embarrassing. Sean Spears is a great athlete.
Uh, Carly, I know you're behind, but you're not gonna like this next scene.
Oh,
I just see Jericho hanging out with Excalibur.
I'm not gonna say anymore, but you're probably not gonna like this.
man, he pulled
Oh,
out
what are
the
they
fireball.
doing?
That was
Missing
cool.
my man Eddie Kingston. The
Who
fire
is this? Like what?
happening.
What is going on?
Who's? Oh, okay. Damn.
What is going on, man? I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, that was out of nowhere though.
As Jim Ross would say, business is picking, or business has picked up. Isn't that what he says?
Yep.
Why does AEW security have to be? I'm sorry, never mind.
I actually like how Jericho used the fireball. I haven't seen that in a while.
It's very sports entertainery of him.
Oh, my mother.
I love the AEW Galaxy.
Yeah, that was funny.
Of course, MJF's gonna say that.
And right in front of Carly B as well.
It's fine. I still love MJF.
Hey, I actually found MJF's real Facebook account. He says he doesn't have one, but he I'm friends with, who is it? Rick Knox and it's Brian Cage. And under his friends it had MJF and it had him and his girlfriend or whatever. And his girlfriend comments on his stuff. So it's kind of I think it's his Facebook account. But he says he doesn't have one, but he's a completely different person from these pictures I found of him. He looks really nice, and I bet if you really get to know him, he's one of the nicest people you ever meet.
Not me.
I'm pretty sure.
He
Not
just
me.
plays his character nonstop.
Like he's in a different world of his inside of his head.
After that promo he did with CM Punk, where he talked about like the handshake with Bryan Danielson, it went around Twitter that Facebook post he made in like 2015. Did you guys see that? Where he like really did say he was like, I'm, leaving college. I'm going to pursue being a professional wrestler. And he posted a picture of the handshake with CM Punk and Bryan Danielson. Like it was a real post that he made on Facebook.
Oh yeah, yeah. I know.
Oh.
But CM Punk was still done with wrestling at the time.
Mm.
Oh boy. As I said, I'm not a big fan of MJF. Hell, I'm not even liking him.
Sure, talking about him a lot.
He disrespected a Hall of Famer
Man,
on a
I think you
podcast.
like him because you talk about him a little bit too much.
I think MJF does his job well.
I agree.
As I said, I'm not a big fan of MJF. I'm not a big fan of him. So everybody would please be. Never mind. You know what? As Jerry Lawler would say right now, let's call the match. I know it's not on right now, but we're just gonna.
No, you're gonna be honest. Like this Wardlow MJF feud is being executed to perfection. What?
Yes.
Oh my god, it is so good. It really is. It's one of the best feuds I have seen in I don't know how long. They're doing great.
See, I can't find the Facebook account anymore.
He must delete it off though. The moment when he realized it or something.
It was like Maxwell Freeman or Maxwell Jacobs.
Or Maxwell J. Freeman.
Jackie,
thanks for an actual good comment. Carly is amazing. Screw you, MJF.
I don't even know how to feel about that, Jackie, but thank you.
Yeah, it's not Jeff Jarrett. A lot of people like to impersonate people. I don't know if you guys seen it, but who was it? Someone portrayed to be Liv Morgan, and the fan lost his house, lost everything.
Oh
saw
yeah, I heard about that.
So sad.
Like, don't fall for that kind of
Mm-mm.
stuff. Like, if it's the actual, I don't think the actual person would beg you for money, or
Mm-mm.
if they are, then it's pretty low down of them. But I don't think anyone would.
Oh God.
Jade Cargill.
Anything but anything. I can't stand her. I mean, I know she's a heel. I'll give her that. But I can't stand her winning streak.
Somebody's gonna beat her eventually.
Yeah, as Connor said, probably Nyla Rose. If Nyla Rose ever turns face again.
I say Chris Statlander. Well, I think
Yeah,
it's
that's
gonna
what I
be.
want to see doing it.
I think it's gonna be Jade and Nyla Rose at Double or Nothing, and Chris Statlander. I feel like she needs to beat Jade eventually. Willow Nightingale's back. Who are these people that keep on showing the front row when Jade's out? Like, these are friends or?
The baddie
I
section.
don't know the baddies.
The baddies.
Oh God. Just wish AEW just If AEW does come to Tupelo, though, I'm challenging MJF to a match. I'm gonna call his ass out though, face to face, if I'm ever signed with them. As a matter of fact,
AEW.
no, MJF, because I can't stand him. I got a lot of things to get off my chest in words.
Was the last time you said you was gonna jump the guardrail?
And
Yeah.
I said that in Nashville, I'll give you that, but I did not do it because I did not want to get security telling me to go back or we're having you arrested for trespassing and attacking an official professional wrestler.
Nate Harlow. Don't think I've seen you on. Like your shirt, Carly.
Thanks.
Super Kick Club.
That looks new. Or I've already seen that.
Mama,
I don't think I've worn it on before, but I've had it for many moons.
Right.
I had the Cody Rhodes one.
The one that says American Nightmare, like a Bullet Club logo.
Yeah, and I had the Kenny Omega Terminator.
Yeah.
It's good to see Kira Hogan using something more than being just in squash matches.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the ladies are killing it though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh God. Ooh.
Oh. Damn. Jeez. You see that kick?
Oh, with a spear.
Oh.
Look at her face.
Wow.
I don't know what her name is, but the one that Jake Cargill's about to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
That reminds me, where they're gonna be at next week for May the 4th.
Baltimore, Maryland.
Is that where? No, that's a Carly. You're from Connecticut, right? Or is it Massachusetts?
Connecticut.
Waterbury.
Hmm.
Waterbury, is that what it's called?
No.
That's where Just Incredible's from. So.
No.
And we already know who's from Waterbury, Massachusetts.
But no, I was saying Waterbury, Connecticut.
Oh.
Waterbury's not a nice place. No, other side of the state.
What's the next match? Oh,
Keith Lee
and
and Colton
and
Gunn.
Oh, that's
Colton Gunn. Is this Colton Gunn's first one-on-one match?
Let me see. I keep up with all the records and everything.
We already seen Billy. We already seen their father in a singles match, and we
Yeah.
already did. And I think Austin Gunn's been in a one-on-one match himself.
He went against Anthony Ogogo and Malachi. Colton Gunn, this is his first singles match in AEW history in his career.
Ooh.
For Colton Gunn. Wow.
Yeah, he's been mainly in tag team and trios. Never been in a singles match.
Until
Interesting.
now. And I still haven't met the guy yet, though. Him and his brother Austin. I met their father.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Colton Gunn's making his. He said he won his first 35 AEW match, but that was in tag team.
Yeah, like a lot of the matches that he won was he didn't get the pin for.
Yeah.
And he looks so
Oh,
much
see-
like Billy. It's crazy.
Well, Austin Gunn's there, but I don't see Billy. I guess he's not. I guess he's probably out somewhere that night.
Keith Lee is very over with the AEW crowd.
Yeah.
Is he healed now?
No.
Mm-mm.
Just wish. Okay. This is probably the first Rampage reaction we done in 2 hours, didn't we?
Yeah, this is the first ever.
Yeah, this is long.
Since
Longest
we
one.
already talked to referee Bryce Remsburg, the AEW official referee.
I think the longest one we ever did was me, Mr. Jacobs, and Brody for the best of Bret Hart. It was a disaster. I had technical issues and he had technical issues, and then
Yeah.
oh man, I love Bret Hart too, and it had to be like that.
Yeah, I know what you mean. We gotta. Yeah. So whatever. I don't know.
What the heck was that? That was weak. He tried to chop Keith Lee.
Yeah.
I guess I didn't affect him.
Keith Lee finna chop the hell out of him.
Oh, it's gotta.
Oh,
I don't know if anyone's seen that yet.
Oh shit! Damn.
Oh, that's a Colton very weak chop. That was.
yeah, that was very.
Yeah.
Yeah, indeed.
Like he barely even touched him. Look like.
Oh, and I just saw Colton Gunn's soul leave his body.
Yeah. Let's see, is there anything else? Wrong commercial or picture in picture.
I feel like every time I'm wearing an Adam Cole t-shirt. Adam Cole. Every time.
And I'm wearing the MJF shirt not once, but this is the second time this week.
Now, do you support? I do. I don't know if anyone else does, but that's superhero, that DC Comics stuff. If you want to call it.
Speaking of comics, though, did you guys heard about one of the comic book? I believe the comic book passed away today. What was it called? What was his name?
Yeah, I seen. I don't know what his name is, but I heard.
He died around age 80. Let me see. Let me see. What's his name? The one that passed today, recently. Here he is. His name is Neil Adams.
No, I don't.
He's a comic book artist.
Hmm.
But I don't know which comic book DC because he done Batman.
It's
So
very
may he rest in peace.
agreed.
I'm usually not into comics. I'm more into anime and manga books, which is similar to comic books, but except it's Japanese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My kids are into those.
Huh?
My kids are into those.
Aren't or are?
They are. Yeah. They watch a lot of anime.
Oh boy.
The manga, I don't know.
Wait a minute. How old are they?
I have a teenager.
And what is the other one?
11.
You better keep an eye on them.
I do.
Because you
They
never
like
know what they're gonna watch or what they're gonna do.
Well, I mean, that's accurate for all children, I think.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Speaking of anime, though, I'll be right back because I gotta show something to Carly.
Yay!
It's never a dull moment.
It's really not. It's not. I got some cards in the mail this week. I think I posted them on Twitter. I got my Nick Jackson autograph. Completed my set. That was pretty cool.
Well,
Awesome.
well, I'm back, but anyway, I already shared this on Twitter with Connor and Aiden, and I believe Mikey T, but I have not shown it to Mr. Jacobs or Carly yet.
What you got?
Yeah.
It's his girlfriend.
No, that's an anime character.
That's very nice.
Yeah.
It's just a friend of mine did that though. Dang it, my TV froze. Hold on a sec. Anyone's TV's froze?
No, mine's.
No.
Oh geez. And I can't tell what's going on. I'm already right there. I think I'm already right there with Keith Lee standing there.
I'm behind everybody, so I'm just happy to be here.
Yeah. Just let me know what's just to Connor and Mr. Jacobs if any of you are. Tell me what's going on because my TV froze up.
Well, I just saw Keith Lee toss him across the ring.
I also saw that.
Well, I don't know what's going on though. I mean, it usually doesn't happen here.
Right now, on my end, they're showing Austin Gunn.
Well, they're still showing Keith Lee. Let me try getting out of here and coming back.
There are two ass boys. One of them is outside of the ring. One of them is inside. One ass boy is trying to power bomb. No?
Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
I mean, I'm back to live, But anyway, just everyone who saw the picture, it's not my girlfriend. It's just an anime manga character that I got my friend to do for $5.
It was well done.
Yeah, it looks well, it's actually like a screenshot and he redrew it though again and changed it up a little bit.
We're happy that you're happy with your purchase.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. The artist who drew that was Errol, though, the one you guys saw a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
He's truly an artist, though, I can tell you that.
Jeff Hardy.
That's cool.
Who is that? Let me see. Whose sound was that?
That was mine. That was my computer doing something with like antivirus software that I don't need. Sorry.
Oh, I thought it was mine because mine usually does the same sound. So it's Jeff. Here's another thing though. If Bobby Fish wins, all three members of the what?
Undisputed.
Undisputed
Elite.
super
yeah.
Oh God! If Bobby Fish wins this match, I don't like it.
undisputed elite,
The Undisputed Elite.
whatever they're called now.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Somebody's got it. I don't know what's going on with Adam Cole.
The-
He's such a excuse my French and everyone else. He's just a piece of thin dipshit.
Who? What?
Thin dipshit.
Who is this? Sorry, I was listening to the Young Bucks and then I just heard thin dipshit. Who's the thin dipshit?
Adam
I just
Cole.
THIN. Thin dipshit. Because we already know Dan Lambert is a fat face dipshit. I'm sorry.
That's true.
We should.
Here we go. I ain't gonna say anything, but here we go. You're gonna press me for a minute.
Here comes Danhausen.
I just can't believe Jeff Hardy hasn't changed his outfit in 25 years. Like now,
I've
I mean,
noticed
I love Jeff Hardy. I loved the Hardys when I was 13, and I'm 35, and he hasn't changed his outfit in that period of time.
No, not really. He stays to what he knows.
There's been like no evolution. Like Matt Hardy had some evolution in there. Just Jeff is Jeff.
All right, finally, we have the confrontation.
Hook's hair looks like he kind of combed it. Like a little bit.
Hook's talking now. Why does Mark Stone have to get into everything now? I mean, it's all right. He's in every little storyline now.
Who's that?
I know,
Mark's
right?
storyline. With Jay, now Tony Nese, and now this.
Oh. Oh. Interesting.
Oh, I see what they're doing.
I don't see it. Explain it to me.
Well,
I see it now.
Yeah, pretty much a setup.
yeah, because I
Oh.
remember last week on Rampage, they had a Hook and Tony Nese had a little confrontation.
Mm-hmm. I think Danhausen. Oh. Tony has been cursed.
I mean, Danielson did curse William Regal.
That was hilarious.
He cursed him.
That was good. That was good.
Yeah.
Danielson and Hook's going to be a tag team. I don't know why I think that.
I would watch the shit out of that tag team.
I don't think
Yes.
Hook wants that.
That's a good name. Hookhausen.
Hookhausen.
No, I would watch the shit out of that. That would be yeah. No.
That would be very interesting.
I place a curse on you.
I want to see Hook and Brock Lesnar. I think that Hook could pick him up. I really think he could, because if he can pick up those Bear Country, if he can pick one of them up, I feel like he could suplex Brock Lesnar.
I'd pay money to watch
That would
him
be
try.
cool to watch. Yeah, that'd be cool to watch.
You know what they ought to do to Hook? They should let the fans like get in the ring and make Hook tap out within 5 minutes.
The fans? Get in the ring?
Like if Hook turns face or healed, well, he is still face right now. Next thing you know, they're gonna Hook or his father Taz is gonna allow a fan to make Hook tap out within 5 minutes.
If they do
I would
that,
think
it'll
for
probably be
legal
like
purposes, they wouldn't.
I think there's a little bit of a liability.
That's
But
true.
like-
I'll give you that.
like
But
if
their
they did
plans
do
would be
that,
different.
like if they did do that, like they would have like a random fan that they already know who it is, and
Oh, plant
yeah, that's what they
plant
do.
fan.
That's how Santino Morella. If anyone knows who that is, that's how he got in the WWE.
Yeah, I remember that.
I should definitely make Hook tap out though. I'm not a technician
You?
wrestler, but totally
You?
make Hook tap out. Him and I are the same age.
That doesn't mean
How old is Hook? He's got to be like what?
He's
20?
20. He's let me see. He was born 1998, so his birthday is
God.
next week. So let me see. 20, 21, 20.
Mr. Jacobs, do you remember 1998?
Let's see.
Yeah, I do actually. Makes me feel old.
I remember 1998 too.
He's going to be 24 years old next week.
No, he's 22.
What? I thought it was 24. Let's
He's
check. Let's see
22.
what his real birthday is.
Oh, and his birthday's May 4th, coming up,
Spice Girls were popular then.
Oh yeah, it's coming up.
and his real name is Tyler Cole.
He looks like a Tyler.
Well, hell, you're right, Connor. He is 22 years old. I thought he was like I thought he was like 24 because he was born. Oh, he was born 1999. My bad, everybody.
I remember 1999 too.
You know what else though? That's actually the day before Connor's brother Cody's birthday is the next day after Hook's birthday. No, not Cody Rhodes. Connor's brother, Cody Hayes, right?
Yeah,
I think if Connor's brother was Cody Rhodes, we would have a lot bigger budget for this podcast.
Exactly.
What now? Oh, what did you say, Carly?
I said, I think if your brother was Cody Rhodes, we would have a lot bigger budget for this podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah. I wish, but I mean, he wished, but yeah, I don't know.
Who else is left on tonight?
got-
Samoa Joe and
Oh, that's
Yep.
right.
if the rumor I'm hearing is true, that Rick Abani, the ROH ring announcer, is supposed to be commentating this match. So
And our new best friend, Bryce Remsburg, is the referee.
Yep.
AEW is not renewing Jack Evans' contract. He confirmed that on Twitter. And Sonny Kiss, I doubt they renew his contract either. I know that Marco Stunt, Joey Janela, Jack Evans, and probably Sonny Kiss, like all of them are not going to be renewed. Yeah, it's not that I want them to not be renewed, but that's just what AEW is deciding to do. I mean, they got a stacked roster, so there's going to have to be cuts at some point.
Sorry about that. You guys have to press mute because I want to hear what the Gun Club, or as Carly says, Ass Boys.
The ass boys.
And now I just lost
Everybody
connection.
loves the Acclaimed, though.
Yeah, I love the Acclaim.
I thought the Acclaim were heels. Bad guys.
I don't know what they
It
are.
was supposed to be, but the fans are
Like,
latching on to them.
Everybody loves them.
Yeah.
I
Like
don't.
Deanna Purrazzo and Mercedes.
Right.
A lot of the Impact fans are going to be mad if Deanna loses.
Yeah.
It's going to be bad. I want Deanna Purrazzo to win because she's the real ROH Women's Champion, and she's the Impact. Well, she's very great in Impact.
Was or is very good on Impact.
She is still good. She's still with Impact, but I think Mercedes is going to win. Unfortunately,
That's what I'm thinking myself.
And it looks like it's a champion versus champion match. Wait, never mind.
see, they didn't even have Deanna cut a promo or anything. So,
Nope.
like Angelico's in action. Dynamite.
Oh, we got ourselves another special start time again.
For what?
Rampage next week.
What time?
It just says special early start time. It doesn't say the time really.
It's probably going to be like around 6 or something like that.
Wait, that's your 6 your time, probably 7 my time.
I hate when they do it. Well, at 6 o'clock, the ratings are horrible, but when they're at their normal time slot at 9, 10 o'clock, they're way better. Like
all the sports are on.
Yeah, the NBA right now.
Baseball, like you got hockey on right now, baseball, basketball playoffs. It's like everything's on right now.
Yeah. And it's already been 1 year now. We still don't have a blood and guts match. I wish it would hurry up. Probably we'll do it at the Double or Nothing, though.
I think they're going to do it at the New Japan AEW show. AEW versus New Japan.
Or as they call it, the Forbidden Door. So it's more like the Forbidden War blood and guts match.
Like that's what it should be called, not Forbidden Door, like Forbidden Wars. Because it's two Forbidden Door companies going to war.
That's a good name.
Well, actually, Aiden came up with that name. Don't tell him I borrowed his name he created.
Yeah.
Yes, Riccaboni is. He's on the announce team.
Is he the ROH commentator?
Yeah. Basically the voice of ROH.
And let's see who is the up. You're right. He's right. It is Bryce Remsburg.
He was great. He was great earlier. That was awesome.
Yeah. Good thing he left some spoilers for us.
They got Bobby Cruz as well, the ROH ring announcer. I love that AEW is still. I like that AEW is still bringing in ROH people, like for their like their title matches and stuff.
And there he is.
It's a really good touch too. I like that.
And there he is. Bryce is now in the main event of the evening.
It's funny how Bryce was just on a podcast an hour ago and he's on TV.
You're so neat.
It's cool.
In case anyone doesn't know, though, this is the tape event of Rampage tape last Wednesday, and it aired Friday, just like they did SmackDown a long time ago.
Well, actually, he's refereeing right now.
Ooh, wait a minute. He was just on here just about what, an hour ago?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's on refereeing. Now he's on TV.
Man, he looks a little different though when he's on when he's on the podcast. And now he looks a little different on TV. Must be the beard.
This should be a good match though.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we forgot to ask him. Did he feel jealous when Aubrey Edwards was a part of the action figure collection and not him?
She really, she didn't really get a single figure. Like it was like part of the box. Like wasn't part like you got a ring, then her figure was included with it. Like it wasn't actual like main figure. I don't think.
Well, you're right. It is. Well, you're right. It is in the elite scale box.
She still got one.
Bryce has a good gig though with that doing the travel booking because he has like the office contract and the referee contract.
Yeah.
And I was reading in that article that like he got that paternity leave after he had his son through the Office contract that he has, and it sounds like he's got a really sweet gig with AEW.
I could only
I'm
imagine.
glad
I
he's
wouldn't
happy
even
there,
be
man.
mad
That's
about
cool.
getting an action figure. At my age, I'd be like, give me those sweet benefits.
I could only imagine, like
That's the
booking,
dream. That's the
like
dream.
like booking people's, and like they've expanded their roster so much, and he's been
Yeah.
there since day one. So with all the like day one, they've had a few, like they had a good amount of people, but going on and on. You're adding CM Punk, Bryan Danielson, Jeff. The names keep on going on. That'd be a
Right.
very interesting job to take on.
Well, anyway, just to show, I know we're watching the match, but I'm just going to show some to Carly since she's a big fan of collecting trading cards.
I am. Oh, the CM Punk preview card.
Yeah, I still got it. It's still factory sealed. Well, technically, it's on a collective hard shell case.
Yeah.
Because it is one of the, well, I know it's not the first, but it is the first preview cards.
Yes, they were sold for 1 week back in September of last year.
Well, this is the actual physical card. Hasn't been touched in skin.
Yes, that's very good that you're keeping it in that case.
The
Keith Lee one that came out is now available and you bought it on ePack. If anybody bought on ePack, it's ready to go home now, so you can transfer it home.
Which one was that?
The Keith Lee preview card is now ready to go home.
I'm still waiting on the Revolution.
The match dated moments.
Yeah.
Those will be probably another few more weeks. I have three CM Punks, Silver CM Punks, and 2 Gold Regals.
I recently, well, not all of them, but I put as much as I could find, like the penny sleeves. Put most of my cards in them now.
Put them in the penny sleeves. My big money cards I put in what Chris just showed us, these ones.
Yeah.
And the hard magnetic ones, but these are the autographs that came in.
Oh, I think those are the ones I think those are the hard shell case I got right now.
They're the magnetic ones, yeah. But I was super psyched to complete these guys because they're my favorites.
The Young Bucks.
Yep.
Well, I'll give you that, but to me, dang.
Someone did that in my work a couple of days ago. I don't even think they watch wrestling. And
like the complete dorks that we are, me and my husband, every time the Young Bucks come out, we do the everything. And the boom.
It's fun to do.
On our couch, yeah. Those 6-year-old girl does it with us. The boom.
It's kind of hard not to do it because his theme is so catchy. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Razor Adams, when is Carly show starting? Next Thursday.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be a short show. It's half an hour. We're gonna I'm planning on just running down the matches from Rampage. I'm sorry, from Dynamite. Who won, who lost, just wrapping up all the kind of plot points that happened and then talking about the matches that are upcoming for Rampage and, kind of how everything ties in from what happens in the week and what's going into Rampage. Short, half an hour.
Oh, that's cool. Can't wait.
Yeah.
We got some pretty cool things going on the channel. So if you haven't subscribed, you should.
Yes.
Yeah, we
Indeed. But still, everyone's got their own podcast. I mean, we got Connors. He's got his own podcast. Carly B's getting a podcast.
I got a half-hour show. It's nothing crazy.
Well, it's all one podcast. It's different people getting their own.
And I know Aiden's getting a podcast. Well,
Aiden's is going to be awesome. He has some really great ideas coming down the pike.
Yeah.
So technically, I'm not trying to be jealous though, but I'll just say this: lucky. I wish I can accomplish something though. I mean, I did accomplish introducing Billy Gunn not once but twice.
Dude, you're the favorite on the podcast. You're the one that gets most of the love. What do you mean from the viewers? You get the all the fanfare, I guess you can say.
For sure.
Yeah. What is it? What is
You're
it?
the MVP of the whole thing.
Or whatever, or do I look like Mr. Bean, John Candy? Or do I love MJF? Oh, great. Oh, great. Don't remind me of that.
Listen, your MJF rivalry is like it's what's carrying us through that rivalry there.
Well, that's true.
Someone's
But let me say this though to everyone. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Connor, since you're the producer. If AEW comes to Tupelo, as I told Bryce, I'm calling MJF out, and I'm calling him face to face so I can tell everything about him from start to finish, including his, let's just say in AEW, disrespected my childhood Hall of Famer.
You're never gonna let go of that, are you?
You're gonna hold on to that forever,
Chris, are you single?
I'm not answering that to Bruiser. This Bruiser sounds like a guy's name.
You never know. Oh, that was a good baseball slide by Trent.
I mean, I know Carly's the first female, and she's also a married woman. Am I right?
Sure.
Okay.
I do not hide that fact.
But still, I'm not seeing anyone. I mean, I wish, but and I just said it right in front of everybody. Damn it!
huh? Trent with that crossbody, that was cool.
Anyway, let's get back to the match.
Here lately, Trent's been in a lot of high-profile matches. One with, wasn't it Bryan Danielson? Then he had one with
Yeah.
Who was it?
Orange Cassidy hasn't wrestled in a minute.
Yeah, ever since
know, right?
Revolution, he listened to it in the faces of the Revolution ladder match.
That's right.
He did something to his shoulder, like
And
he was wearing a cast. I don't see that on him now.
Well, here's another question, though. Will we see? Well, since we already talked about it, will it be Hook versus Tony Nese in the future?
I'm down with
Mostly.
that. I mean, yeah.
I don't know if Danhausen's ready to wrestle yet or
I was gonna
not.
say I don't think Danhausen's recovered.
Well, he did hurt himself when he was still in the Indies, but when he joined AEW, he looks fine, but he's still recovering. He's not, as people say, cleared to compete.
He broke his leg. Like, didn't he break his leg like bad? Break his leg?
Yeah, he I think it
Mhm.
was in Ring of Honor. He messed it up. I seen him at a convention and he had a full cast on and everything.
Wasn't like a compound fracture?
Oh, look at this
Ugh,
submission hold.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. This is ouch. It sounds like a familiar. This looks familiar to me.
With that hold.
Yeah, I'm not saying his name on here since we can't talk about him on the podcast.
Who? John Cena?
No.
Well, that's who does that move usually.
He's the only person I think of that move.
Yeah.
This match is actually really good.
Hmm.
They
And
should.
the pacing and the storytelling with it.
Know what you mean? Oh,
I was
Oh,
Steve Close on
Uh-oh.
Smell
I'm not
Gun.
gonna say anything, but
wow. What a clothesline. That was badass.
whoop. One. Ooh. Nope.
Oh, he's going for it. Samoa Joe's going for it. Oh,
Oh dear.
when was the
And
last time someone reversed a muscle buster? Oh, jeez.
Tank.
Wow.
Oh.
Smooth just got there.
Damn.
Wow. That was he choked him out. That was nice.
Yeah, he put him to sleep.
All right, I caught him. That was good.
now
I
Bryce
can't remember the last time someone reversed the muscle buster. I can't remember the last time
Yeah,
that's
that's
happened.
crazy.
This was Samoa Joe's. No, this is his second title defense as ROH television
Mm-hmm.
champion. He defended against Suzuki and now Trent. I feel like Trent, like all the big matches he's in, he always loses.
But he kills it though, man. He
Yeah.
kills it, and then he ends up taking the pin.
What Samoa Joe got to say?
Oh boy.
Samoa Joe on a live mic. I like that. Here we go.
Yeah.
I think our
Here we
host is
go.
break loose.
I knew they were going to come out.
And I've only got a minute till the show's over. How is this going to work? He's going to the ring, but I don't think he's going to do anything. Orange Cassidy's going to go up to him.
Oh, Orange Cassidy.
Look at the size difference.
I know, right? Dude's a monster. Dude's huge.
He's doing it on.
Oh, Jay Lethal, damn it. Ruined it.
Sanjay Dutt. Oh, Pat Buck's out there. You didn't know that it is.
They are brawling in the ring right now.
Samoa Joe's ready. He's ready to go.
Yeah. Oh, they're going back at it again.
I guess this looks new.
Why is Dan Lambert out there?
That's a good question.
He's out there trying to break him up. Like, why is he out there?
He must be one of the AEW officials.
Oh, that was a great ending. I love that ending.
I really love this feud with Samoa Joe and Jay Lethal.
Yeah, I'm loving it too.
Yeah.
That was good. That was a good ending.
One last comment.
Yes.
You guys have been cheating or wish my girlfriend honestly cheated on me and said it was normal.
Oh,
I mean,
I'm not saying a word.
is that normal to you guys? I don't think it sounds normal.
No,
For it to be normal.
you might need to find yourself another girlfriend then, pal.
Yeah. Was that the end of Rampage and everyone's end?
Mine's ended.
mine is ended.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah. As I said before, I'll be putting the Bryce Remsburg interview, hopefully about self. If you guys are interested in just watching the interview, but hopefully
Yeah,
you guys.
it's awesome.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
hopefully everyone stuck around for the live reaction too. But we'll be back Monday. Hopefully I can find some more like El Drunko videos.
Yeah. We gotta find out more out. We gotta find more out about him, man. He is awesome.
Wednesday Dynamite. Thursday, Carly's got her on show on Thursdays, and Friday Rampage, of course. But yeah, we'll follow the All Elites on social medias and link the description below: Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and Spotify.
Mhm.
But yeah, we'll see you guys this next Monday.
I'll see y'all Wednesday.
Peace.